Myself and William met out hunting on St. Stephen's Day many moons ago at this stage. When you meet someone that has this kind of shared passion, at first it was hunting, then it became all things equestrian, and it's just a way of life. You know, it's a relationship, but it's a way of life. I mean, we talk about horses so much. We get up in the morning and we're talking about what we're doing with horses for the day, but then we're talking about what we see in a horse, and you know, there's great excitement in having a dream with different horses that we have. Our Dublin journey begins really at birth. Whether we breed a foal or buy a foal, we're always kind of thinking of 4 years later or 3 years later, and potentially from there on in.
We have 130 acres here, and we kind of have about 70 horses. We keep them in batches of yearlings, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds.
We earmark a couple that we would have earmarked since foals for showing platforms, and then we also have ones that we've earmarked for the hunting fields, quite a kind of a specific horse that a lot of our customers like. Luckily, we're in the heart of the Galway Blazers country, and the hunt comes through the farm here twice a year. The thing about the Galway Blazers is that with the big stone walls and all sorts of terrain that we cover, it leaves a horse very fit for all types of country all over the world. So that's really unique to us. People have a lot of respect and admiration for a horse that's hunted Galway Blazers country. Thankfully, we have a lot of repeat customers across Europe and in America. I suppose we started selling abroad a number of years ago, and I just think, like anything, it's word of mouth, and you start to build a reputation.
I grew up here in Galway, and I was hunting with the Galway Blazers from a very young age, and I suppose the hunting brought me into the point-to-pointing, where I rode 15 winners, 2 bumper winners. My first ride in point-to-point was on Rockholm Boy. He actually won the Galway Plate for my dad a couple of years before that. Rode my first winner when I was 17 in Tattersalls on a horse that we trained ourselves, Fountain's Memory. We bought him as a 3-year-old and we broke him ourselves. We'd done everything. We basically trained him around the field here at home.
My mother, Beatrice Maxwell Murphy, got us all into Conor Mars at a young age. I think she saw an owl wildness in us and she'd such a big family, she'd 9 kids. So she taught us everything about a pony and what to do with it, and then she got us into the showing, and then the competitive streak kicked in, and we have enjoyed years of it. She won in Dublin in the 70s and 80s, her and my dad, and then she went on and brought us back to Clifton, and we won the Conor Mars Championship there, and I was 9 years old and rode her pony. It was dreams. More recently, we've started to breed some nice Irish drafts, and our first crop is this year, and we have a colt by Godfrey Hero. We have him earmarked as a potential stallion, and I think we're both really excited about him.
Dublin is only 1 week in the year, and we're working all year towards Dublin, and we put in an awful lot of work with the horses, just trying to get them to peak for Dublin.
To win the Supreme Hunter Championship in Dublin last year, it was such a monumental moment for us.
I was just trying to hold myself together, to be honest. It was always magic. Like I suppose I never felt that feeling before. I just couldn't actually believe that I went and won Dublin, won the Supreme.
We never thought that we could come back and emulate anything of that this year. So it was just so incredible to come back with a pony and 2 horses and win 3 championships there. We won the Conor Mars Ridden Championship with a really good friend, Patrick Kearns, Glencarrig Duvan. And it's his first season under saddle. Obviously he can't go into the novice because he's not a mare or a gelding, so he had to go straight into the deep end as a stallion and as a ridden stallion, and he was pulled in second. He went up to first, and then he went on to take the overall championship. That was really special to me, I suppose, because I grew up with ponies and it was actually the one championship. I have been reserved there before and I bridesmaid plenty of times, but I'd never clinched the championship. And then we won the Irish Draft Stallion Championship with our own stallion, Eden Agora Star. We brought him out to be inspected this year to get him into Class 1, and that was really the first dream, was that we were just really excited. We bought him as a foal with the intention of running him on as a stallion, and we were just so excited to go up and get the Class 1 in him. And then after that we thought about Dublin and would we bring him, and we decided we'd bring him just, if anything, that people would get to see him. I suppose, you know, you have this huge belief in something when you see it as a foal, and then, but to see that transpire in Dublin, it was absolutely breathtaking to watch him go around the ring and watch everyone else recognise and see what we saw in him was just hugely rewarding for us, and just so exciting to watch him win and think about mapping out his future. So he's only 3 now, and he went on actually and qualified for Horse of the Year show 2 weeks after Dublin for the Price Family In Hand. And we're told that he's the first Irish Draft Stallion to ever go and compete in that In Hand.
We can't wait to get him broken and get riding him around and doing a bit of jumping. He's very good to jump, and he's a super attitude. So I don't know, it'll be special, I suppose, getting up on his back, because like the power that's underneath you, I'm just really looking forward to getting him done.
And our Irish Draft mare, Glanrua for Love, we bought her as a foal from her breeder, Noel Sheridan. We actually saw her on Dundee, a picture of her, and we went off down the road to see her, but we were just blown away when we saw her. She just everything that we could ever have wanted and more. She had a head that would just catch your eye anywhere. You'd absolutely stand in the snow to look at her. Beautiful bone combined with correctness, combined with quality, and this walk. She just commands your attention when you even go into the field to her. And we hope to, at one point, put her in foal to the stallions. So they're now standing as 2 RDS champions at just 3 years old. We're very fortunate to have the mother of the Supreme Hunter from Dublin last year. She's a beautiful mare called Glanrua Times by French Buffet. This year she has a very exciting filly at foot by Dignified. So of course we'd have Dublin plans for her at some point. She also has a really, really nice yearling gelding by Crosstown Dancer, and we'll be excited about him in the future under saddle and possibly in hand. And then we also have a 4-year-old small hunter that we considered bringing to Dublin this year, but we just felt that he just needed that extra bit of time and an extra bit of time to mature, as so often her progeny do. Glenville Glick is our 3-year-old colt, and we had a super season with him. He won kind of all year, and then it culminated in him winning the 3-year-old colts in Clifton, which was just absolute magic for us. And we're really excited about his future, potentially under saddle and in hand. He's by Glencar Ignite, and he's out of a Kirkmore Cashel mare, so it's a real mix of quality, bone, movement, a really nice cross of 2 really good stallions, so we're really excited about him. We are now the parents to 3 lovely boys, Blake, Henry and Archie, and they have now a keen interest in animals and all sorts of outdoors and whatnot, and they're into the ponies and the horses and just love being a part of them, so that's really nice for us. Every time we look at a horse, we're thinking of Dublin. I mean, that's always just the ultimate dream.